When I stopped getting hung up on finding the best, the easiest, the fastest manifestation technique and went back to the basics, to what I knew innately with my own intuition worked and got results, that's when everything in my life changed and manifestation started popping up super quickly. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 things that you need to know about manifestation that will get you out of that loop. The first thing is doing an inventory check. When you realize that you are manifesting 100% of the time, that everything around you in your life right now has been manifested by you, this creates a powerful shift. The other thing that it allows you to understand is, what do I like that's happening right now? What did I intend for? And I see it right now in my reflection. And which one of those things do I want to shift? When you take a step back, and for me, this looks a little like journaling, and I take inventory one by one of all of those amazing things, it powerfully opens your mind. So for me, taking a look at my kids, my relationship that I have with those kids, my husband, the house, the car, my job, the people that I surround myself with, I look back to where I was 5, 10 years ago and see how those intentions that I set show up. And I don't even realize that every single day when I wake up in the morning. The other thing that it allows me to do is to see what I want to work on next. The relationships that might not be working out for my highest and best, or I feel could improve. The career, where could I improve in my career? And all of those little things. And if you spend 10 minutes today with a notebook, get out a journal, and just take a few minutes to reflect on what is manifesting itself right now in your current reality, not only does it give you that oomph to keep moving forward on your manifestation journey, but it also allows you to set the stage of where you want to go. The next thing is presence. This is such a powerful force within manifestation because you cannot manifest if you are living in your mind. Either that's the future or the past. But you have to be in the here and now to be able to pull yourself into the frame that you want to go. And I always follow Vadim Zeland's, who is the author of Reality Transurfing, his teaching about how reality works. We look at ourselves in the terms of being in a film. And from this space right here, we can't change anything. But when you become present and you're not living in your mind thinking about all the things you have to do or all the things that went wrong or all the things that you want in the future, when you pull your attention, all of it, right here, right now, and he recommends saying, I see myself and I see my reality. So you're here and you can activate that inner observer and you're watching yourself in the current space and you're putting all your attention there. From there, then you can snap in and visualize what you want to create. You can do this moment by moment, all of the little things that you want to do in the next moment. So I'm going to be walking into a meeting shortly, and I want that meeting to be productive. I want it to be positive, and I have some decisions that I want to come out with being made in a team in agreement. And I'm going to visualize that. This is exactly how I want the meeting to go. We're smiling, we're having a good time, and it doesn't feel like work, but we're being productive and getting things done. I also have my, what I call my master slide or my master visualization, my 3 to 5 seconds of my long-term goals of what I'm working towards that I'm constantly running. And the trick here is to bring yourself back to that current moment whenever you can. because it's very easy to get pulled along by everything that's happening in your day, and problem comes up and then you get stuck in your mind and you are being dragged along. If you're not intentionally bringing yourself back to that current moment, you're being dragged along by the current script. The only way out is presence, and then you snap in to what you want. And so an hourly chime is what I use to help me bring myself back to that current moment as frequently as possible. So I try to get on board and bring my attention back as often as possible, but I have a phone app that lets me know on my watch and my phone every hour. It says 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m. And at that point, it's my ticket to come back, snap in, and be present. When you spend hours upon hours upon hours every single day being just pulled along by your reality, by the script, and you're not creating moment by moment, then you are spending so much time kind of reverting back to whatever your subconscious programming is. And presence is the key. So if you don't have that hourly app, go ahead. It's free, and download it to your phone. And you can set it so you are only getting it in the normal hours that you're awake. It's not happening in the middle of the night and so forth. But there are lots of apps out there. I've tried many different ones. See what works for you. The next thing that you could do is, for your intentions, pick your top 3 intentions, what you're working towards in your manifestations. And every single day, this does not have to take a lot of time. 30 seconds in your phone notes, start a folder, a journal in your phone notes. It outlines every single day your top 3 things, what you're creating. And the key here is every night before bed to reflect on what is showing up as evidence of your manifestations. And these are micro shifts. So if you're looking for a new job, maybe you got a new lead sent to you. Maybe you were introduced to somebody in that field. Something even very minor can show you that you're on the right track, keep you motivated for the manifestation, and let you see how, if this is where you are right now and this is the lifeline that you are going towards, you are micro shifting to that different lifeline. The 4th way to get out of that loop is managing your pendulums. These are the energy systems that are all around you, dragging you, trying to distract you from what you're working on. And so as these energy systems pull you in, it becomes very hard to manifest, because your energy is not only scattered, but you are not able to fully put your energy towards shifting to that desired lifeline. So what you should do, if you realize you're being pulled by a pendulum, and in my last video, I was talking about this family vacation where we had last week when we were on spring break, and the kids were acting out and having, it was just difficult family dynamics. I realized this is the pendulum trying to catch me, trying to get me off kilter. And so first step, you have to identify it. If you don't identify it, you'll continue to get pulled along. So what you need to do is become present, and then do something that is outlandish to kind of break it. And the funniest example I have of this is my son years ago. He was little, he was acting up. At the time, he was really into rap music, and that wasn't really my thing at the time. And I had it all queued up. He was sitting in the back seat, and he was acting up and giving me a hard time. We were driving to his hockey practice, and I really just blasted. I had a rap song on my playlist, and I blasted it, and I started singing and dancing in the car, and he's like, "Oh my God, who is this lady, and who took my mother?" And I think he was a little embarrassed too. But anyway, trying to find something that you can actionably do to break that energy cycle that is unexpected. Also, just the mere presence and acknowledgement that you are being pulled by an energy system helps to break it up. And when you do adding something unexpected, that helps too. And the last thing, this is the most basic part of manifestation, and it works every single time. When you realize that something is happening that you don't like, it's not what you wanted, you feel like it is not in line with your intentions, or it's like a problem in your life, it's not good, become present, snap in what you want, and don't let it draw you back from your experience. Don't let it get you down. Stay positive. Everything is working out for me for my highest and best, and the highest and best of everyone involved. But also, it gives you that presence and you snap in how you want it to be. So if someone's giving you a hard time, you're having an argument with someone, become present and snap in, visualizing that conversation with that person going the other way into a positive frame. So this becomes difficult because our emotions start taking over. Someone sets you off, and then you're talking about that person, talking about the situation, telling your mother, your husband, your kids about how this was a bad day or a bad situation, and you are adding energy to a situation that you don't want. Become present, pull it in, right? Don't let that emotional loop get you. And I am notorious for taking a super long time to catch myself and bring myself and follow this advice. It takes practice. You get good at it for a little bit, and then you go a couple steps back. You get good at it for a little bit, and then you have to pull yourself, you go a couple steps back, and eventually, I'm still waiting for this, you catch yourself earlier and earlier and can snap in and not let it take you 10 steps back. Maybe you're only going 2 steps back, and you catch yourself and you put the frame that you want to see forward. So those are my tips for you. If you have not caught my video on managing pendulums, you should check that out here. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll catch you next time.